Okay, so this is the July haul, and I have my comics in three different places. One is the ones I'm gonna read with the floppies, which is again, these are floppies, like single issues. I'm gonna read. I have in my closet. The ones I don't, I put the next few issues, like Spider Shadow #1, I have there, and issues 2, 3, and 4, I have over in the other spot, and then trades I have here. Because of that, I don't know exactly which ones I have, and then like, oh, I know here they're all in the same spot. No, they're not. Well, for the most part, they're not. So and usually usually what made that work was I had the um, receipts. I kept the receipts. For whatever reason, I didn't keep the most recent one. I think I only went twice this month, which makes sense because 1 week I was away, and yeah, actually that does make sense. 4 weeks, and I went every other week bi-weekly. So I think I got everything. It feels like I do, but I could be wrong. Without further ado, let's go. First one up you saw was that Spider-Man Spider Shadow issue 4. Now, Amazon has this incorrectly listed. The trade says it collects 1 through 4, but it's going to collect 1 through 5, obviously. Marvel Previews book. I think this is the right one. It says July on it, and I remember this was fairly recent, this announcement. And this too, the Inferno one. And then Carnage, Black, White, and Blood #4. I'm actually excited for that movie. It actually looks kind of good. Batman the Detective issue 4. A lot of issue 4s. Ooh, I should have made sure that I'm actually gonna check that right now. So I'm not like halfway through, and not even halfway, because that'd be lucky. But like 99% of the way through, and I find out Batman Detective was not this month. See, it's very, 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 very hard to do this like this because you don't remember exactly when the book's. Yeah, July 13th. So yes. Justice League Last Ride issue 3. I have not been able to go shopping since the last time. And a bunch of books have come out. Issue 4 of this, issue 5 of Green Lantern. It's like every single book is coming out, and it's like every book that I'm on. I'm like, Jesus, guys, calm down. Firepower 13. A Nice House on the Lake issue 1. I did not include my first copy, the first printing copy, in my June haul. And the reason why I'm being that specific is that this is the second printing. And this is funny because issue 3 is coming out, and I don't even have issue 2. Like, that's how quickly it's come out. It's coming out bi-weekly, I think, actually. And then Batman Reptilian book 1. And this is the one I think I got most recently. It would make sense. There's only like 3 of them. One I got my birthday. One I got, yeah, and this is this one. X-Men Curse of the Man-Thing. Green Arrow 100-page Giant. This one I was so excited to get. I like when they do these. Even if I wasn't collecting, like, newer books, or like the few that I do collect. Because again, a lot of them I've heard are bad, and I stay away from those. Far away from those. But I like when they do this because having not read anything Green Arrow, pretty much anything actually, I can just pick this up and be okay with it because it's just It's just random ass stories from a bunch of creators. And Mike Grail comes back, and he did that amazing Green Arrow run, which the Volume 2 Omnibus comes out in November. So I'm definitely getting that for my birthday, for Christmas. It was funny. I almost said the right thing. Okay, this one of these is really weird. So this is before Watchmen, the entire series in trade paperback. So now this one I could have gotten intro loaned. But I was like, you know what? I'm a completist, and it's like 1,400 of them. So why the hell am I gonna get like... Oh, I can't play this guy in. I have to play on the iPad. So why the hell am I gonna get this one and then not the other ones? And then... Sorry, I'm distracted. Sorry. I was like, why the hell not just get all 4 of them? You know, I'm gonna want to wait to read all 4, and what if I don't like this one? But then this one turns out to be good. And then this one, and this one, if you get like in the middle, it gets better. You know, and there's just a lot of it. Wasn't like that. It was more just I'm a completist, and something I've wanted for a long ass time. So I was like, why not get it? Now one of these has it incorrectly. This is gonna fall. Labeled. It gives you the wrong issues that are collected in there. I don't know why. It's really weird. Because it gives you everything. Like it's the omnibus. And what's also weird is that one of these collects the dollar bill one shot, and that's not. And DC Comics, the app, well, not anymore because the app is gone, says that it's not Comixology, and the app is still up. Comixology says that dollar bill is not collected anywhere. But yeah, that DC app is gone now, and it really pisses me off because that's where I was able to look up the DC digital sales, what books are coming out this week to double check to make sure I got everything, or you know, I remembered or whatever. It was so nice to do that, and then now it's gone. I don't know what I don't know what's been happening with that. Yeah, this is the one that's incorrectly. It's incorrect. So this one I want to say is. It's the Crimson Corsair series, the dollar bill one, the one shot. The Ozymandias series, maybe. Yeah, Ozymandias and Crimson Corsair, and then the So let's say that it collects. Gotta find them first. Does it not even say? It doesn't even say like. I'm not even seeing Ozymandias or Crimson Corsair yet. Okay, Ozymandias 1 through 6, dollar bill number 1, and then whatever the other series was the Corsair one. Yeah, it's very hard to tell because they have it incorrect. They're showing you. It's showing you. They're telling you everything that's collected, the entire Watchmen series, like a kind of like a start here, not a start here, kind of like a checklist. So this one has it correct, and this one collects. This is Comedian Rorschach. This one collects Comedian 1 through 6 and Rorschach 1 through 4. I do like Brian Azzarello too, even his lesser, well-renowned series. Like, I like 100 Bullets like everyone else does, but no one seems to like Luke Cage, and I thought it was pretty good. Pretty cool. Like, the first time I read it, I really liked it. The second time, I didn't finish it. But the first time I was reading it, I was really liking it. And then the second time, I was like, eh. But it's definitely a little. Actually, no, first time, technically I didn't like it, but I got better the second time, and the third time I was like, eh. This is Night Owl, Dr. Manhattan. This one collects Dr. Manhattan 1 through 4, and then Moloch 1 through 2, and then Night Owl 1 through 4. Yeah, I don't know why that one has it like the wrong solicitations. You know, I'll call it solicitations. You guys know what I'm saying. Like what it collects. It's saying, oh no, it collects this one. And it's like, no, it doesn't. There's no way in hell it could have done that. Single magazine form. Minutemen 1 through 6. Before Watchmen, Silk Spectre 1 through 4. And this is Minutemen Silk Spectre. They're also $20 each, and I got 2 of them for $10 because it was buy one get one half off. I wanted to take advantage of that sale too. And again, it was like one of those things. Like I had two stacks of books in my hand, and I had one stack of books in each hand. I was like, well, this one they don't have with the Interloans, but this one Before Watchmen they do. But I was more happy with owning Before Watchmen than was the other two. And the other two were like series I'd never even heard of. At least Before Watchmen, I've heard of the writer, and then the series too. I feel like the only reason why these books get hate is because it was going against what Alan Moore wanted for Watchmen. And I think by now everyone's just okay with it. They just they've gotten over it. Oh, and last one is Ultimates, the Complete Collection by Al Ewing. Another one I'm kind of skeptical about owning, especially because I paid full price for it. And now the novelty of, oh, I got this before it was available on Amazon. So technically I got an advanced copy. That's kind of worn out its welcome, so to speak, because it's available on Amazon by now. It's been available on Amazon. But this one collects Ultimates 2015 series, sorry. 2015 Ultimates 1 through 12, Ultimates 2 from 2016, 1 through 9, and then the issue 100. No way they've had 99 issues before that. Because they go back to legacy titles. And then Avengers issue 0. Yeah, this is all of I like Al Ewing's writing, though. I like his Immortal Hulk. But I just don't like some of the characters in here. And this is when a certain character, Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, was written very poorly. Maybe at her poorest. But it's a pretty thick trade for what I got for it, and it's a series that I got recommended to me, but it was by someone who likes Ironheart, so I take his opinion with a grain of salt. But again, it's Al Ewing. It wasn't just that. If it was a no-name writer, I would have been like, nope. Because the other one was that Judd Winnick, Black Canary, Green Arrow book. And I like Judd Winnick's writing. So. And I like Al Ewing's writing, so. It's one of those things where it's just like, why the hell not? So yeah, not a whole lot of books, but still a pretty impressive stack. I mean, for the 2 times I was able to go. Yeah, next time it's probably going to be all floppies, just catching up on all those series. It kind of becomes a pain in the ass, because I would rather just get trades. But there are certain series, like Spider Shadow, I would have gotten no matter what. Because, again, it's one of those things where it's a mini-series, and all you have to do is just know the story of Spider-Man getting the black costume, alien costume saga, which I've read. So I know all about that. So it's not like it was one that there was no problem for me. And then, so I could have just jumped right into this one. That's all you need to know. Like, it's pretty much like Untold Tales of Spider-Man redone. But no, what if Untold Tales of Spider-Man, basically. It takes place back in the day in Spider-Man's career. And Carnage, again, it's an anthology series for Carnage. So, again, I would not need to have read this Venom series or that Venom series. Again, okay, I keep saying again. This one was even better because a lot of the new series are taking place after Infinite Frontier, like with Green Lantern, but Batman Detective wasn't. It's just a 6-issue miniseries. But yeah, this is the one by Tom Taylor too. But Justice League Last Ride, I don't know if I would. Firepower, I definitely would have. Because Firepower is the first Firepower series, named by Robert Kirkman. And I really liked that first issue, so no matter what, I would have gotten that. It still pisses me off, though, even though I now can keep my first printing in pristine condition. Batman Reptilian, same diff there. I mean, the other thing I was thinking about with Nice House on the Lake is that no matter if the book is worth $2 or it's worth $200, I'm still careful with them. I don't want to be $2 in a hole because I accidentally tore a book. I mean, yeah, I'd rather have to only pay $2 than $200, but no matter what, I'm gonna be careful with the comic, you know, to an insane degree. The Curse of Man thing too, like again, like a lot of these series that I'm on, I think actually all of them, for the most part, they're because you can start from issue 1 and be okay. For the most part, some of them you have to know certain things about other things, but again, for the most part, I can just jump right in. And even with that, that being said, I still feel like I'm getting too much. So that's why I get new like the floppies and not just wait for the trade. And the reason why I don't wait for the trade is because I don't know how much money I'm gonna have a month from now when this comes out, let's say, you know? So I'm like, you know what? I'll get it when it's $3.99, you know, today it's $3.99 because this is the only one that came out today. So that's all I have to pay for. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's more expensive than buying the trade as a whole, but I'm gonna want it right away, is my point. So, it's kind of FOMO too, like with that Green Arrow one. It was like, oh my god, I need to get to the comic book store. Like, I need to get to the comic book store like right now. There's a lot of things. But main thing is just it's convenient. Like having to only pay $3.99 for one book for each book, rather than trade this and trade that. Because Batman Detective could come out the same day as Spider Shadow, so, and then Detective could be a hardcover. Batman's Grave, that's a hardcover. That's all 12 issues, $40. It's a whole week's allowance for me. So that's how I decided. I'm like, okay, I'd rather just get at the most I've had to get for one series is 2 issues. I'm gonna have to do that for something that's killing the children. I've still not been able to get. Yeah, it's again my reasoning behind getting floppies, and it's a pretty it does I know it adds up, but it doesn't add up for me, because again and the way I do it does not add up. And for some people that have the money, I mean, yeah, I could just save up money. Like, if you think about it, I'm not gonna go until today, but like I'd probably go. Like, I'm not gonna want to save up $200 and not spend 1 penny, you know. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get floppies. Why not? They kind of start with Absolute Carnage, and then kind of went like off the rails. And I guess I wouldn't have known because I've subscribed to people because they reviewed newer comics. So maybe I wouldn't have known about the comics then, and I would be none the wiser. But I don't know. That's it. My ramble is over.